Hi folks, and today we're going to do another one of these reviews on a Apack ready meal emergency food. It's pork with sauce, and looking at the ingredients, there's dried tomato paste or tomato paste, some chili powder, brown sugar, so it looks like it's going to be pork in a barbecue sauce with rice. And instead of any salt, there's a seasoning packet with onion powder, garlic powder, dried carrot, a couple other things. And we'll be putting that on the main after we get it heated up. And we're going to give a try to the flameless ration heater. The last one didn't work, but we'll try it out. It's 5 years old. It's not that old. Should work. But we'll give it a try. If not, I'm going to have some water heated in the background. And stick around. Please hit like if you like the video. Consider subscribing. We're going to do a couple more of these Apack meals, but then we're going to do our other things. Do a couple of knife reviews coming up, and probably get out to the range again and either do a rifle review or shotgun review. So stick around, be right back. Now here we have our pork and sauce meal. We're going to give this a try. Again, these aren't MREs. They might be advertised some places as an MRE, but it's actually an Apack ready meal, self-heating emergency meal. And last one that we did, we've got another video up, and I'll put a link to that at the end. The last one we did, the heater was not working. So it is a very tough plastic outer bag. Everything's packed well. It's packed tight. Here's your ingredient list. And it does mention at the very bottom instructions. Need sunflower butter before using. So it is sunflower butter again. This is an emergency meal. Your typical MRE would typically have peanut butter. Here's your sunflower butter. But in an emergency, you don't know who is eating this food. And you've got pretty much the same thing for everybody. You've got to have a pack of crackers. They're good crackers. You've got your main, which is, let's see when this was packed. Looks like the 329th day of what might be 2018. No, it's, yeah, looks like 18. So near the end of the year, 2018. Here's your sunflower butter. As I was saying, in an emergency situation, things are probably have gone sideways. You might not have access to heat, running water, electricity. Roads might be blocked. You might have trees down. Well, if you give somebody with a peanut allergy peanut butter, then you've got another emergency, and that could involve anaphylactic shock. So you don't want to do that. Okay, here we go. There's our top tear. We put some water in here, a little bit. Get all of these cells wet. Here's our seasoning, pepper, spork, and a napkin. And I'm not putting this out on a regular tray because there's just not that many different ingredients, to tell you the truth. In fact, I want to put a napkin on. I'm putting the food. And let's see what's going on here. And then this is our smoothie. And we've got our sweet potato grape smoothie for a second time. Doesn't really have a visible free cut to tear it. I'm just going to hit it with the knife. It's very thick, somewhere between a smoothie and baby food. And the sweet potato gives it a little bit of a brown color. So if you thought it was going to come out purple like a Concord grape, it's not. And that's it for the beverages that you get with this. So you're not going to get a lot of, you're not going to get a coffee, you're not going to get a lemonade or anything like that. It's been 2 or 3 minutes. I'm feeling zero heat coming out of that, which is a little disheartening. Okay, here we go. There's our second smoothie. Tastes just like the first. It almost reminds you of a little bit of Thanksgiving. I want to see what the why that is. It's got sweet potato, banana puree, white grape juice, and citric acid. Almost tastes a little like cinnamon or nutmeg or something. Maybe that's just the sweet potato. But very easy to eat. Old and young alike can enjoy that. Even if you don't have any teeth, you're a little baby, you can eat that and it's fine. So what I'm going to do, I've got some water heated up. I'm going to put this in a pot of hot water. Turn the heat up just a bit. I'm going to leave it in there for 5 minutes to get it nice and warm. In the meantime, don't need this anymore. In the meantime, let's explore these crackers. See how they are. Last ones were good, relatively fresh tasting. I mean, you can see this thing is totally vacuum sealed. No air has gotten to this in the years that they've been in this container. Well, I'm going to cut it so I don't break them all into just piles of crumbs. And look at them; they look fine. The last pack of sunflower butter, we haven't really had sunflower butter in the house in about a year or two, and I had forgotten how much more you're going to see a separation between the sunflower butter and the oil that they put in to make it spreadable. So you do want to, if you want this to come out and spread easily, you want to reincorporate that oil, and that's what I'm doing here. And if you like peanut butter, sunflower butter doesn't taste drastically different than that. Give this a tear and a squirt. You can see I've been kneading it a little bit, but it is coming out with a somewhat a very moist section and then a chunkier section. It hasn't totally reincorporated yet, but give it a little taste here. The cracker is very fresh tasting. Sunflower butter is very tasty too. So if people are sitting around hungry and they want to have a snack while their main warms up, this isn't going to fill them up, but it is going to give them a little distraction. The total on this meal, we got the sweet potato smoothie. The total in here is 1,060 calories. You've got 42 grams of fat, little bit of cholesterol. Sodium is about 640 milligrams. Protein, you've got 18 grams. And sugars, you got a lot of carbs. Sugars, you've got 71 grams. So a lot of energy and some protein. Yeah, it's not pretty, but it's a tasty pack. I'm going to take a little pause while the main heats, and then we'll get back to it, and we'll finish eating these crackers while it's on pause. Well, we've got our main now out of the hot water, and these bags are pre-cut for a tear, the military style tear. They want you to tear it across the top, and that's fine if you're using this as your eating vessel and you just open it up as a pouch. But what I like to do is squeeze it out of the pouch, and it's easier to get out of the pouch if I cut it this way. So, oh, by the way, the heater never put out any heat. I've gone through most of my smoothie, and you know, it's the only liquid you get with this, but the main is actually pretty liquidy too. So this has it's called pork, and the ingredients are pork trimmings. Not quite sure what that is, but it looks like everything is pretty finely cut. It's integrated pretty well with the rice. You can't really even see the rice particles. So, give this a taste test. When you smell it, you can smell the chili powder. Mouthfeel feels like there's some beans in there. We've got listed as pork trimmings, long grain rice, tomato paste, sugar, brown sugar. Doesn't mention beans. And as it sits in your mouth for a minute, there's a little spice. Not terribly strong, but a little bit. We're going to go ahead and put in the King Packaging gluten-free, sodium-free seasoning. So, just get the whole experience here. Actually, that spice is building now. And if you had a canteen of water on the side, might be helpful. Again, everything here is pretty well beaten down. If you're a 95-year-old person on the side of the road or wherever the folks are getting these meals, and you're having a problem with your teeth, not being able to bite into hard food, you don't need any teeth for this. You could just gum your way through it. With that said, it's actually pretty tasty. I am going to get a little cool water on the side. The smoothie's good, but it's not what you would call thirst quenching. It's more of a, like they used to say about chunky soup. This isn't really a drink like a smoothie, it's more like a meal. So, for the second time, thumbs up on the smoothie, thumbs up on the sunflower butter and cracker, and thumbs up on the pork and rice with sauce. Tasty, filling. These are meant to basically be given out 2 a day to people in a tough situation. That gives them 2,000 calories. And if they're stationary, if they're not on the move, they're just sitting tight, that should be enough calories to get, keep them from wasting away for sure. Check the video, I guess it'll be up in this corner. I'm going to put a link to the first one of these I did on Apacks, and you can get a little bit more background on the what and the why with the meal, and go from there. Thanks again for watching. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas in July.